Welcome to Empowered Wellness with Sheetal. I thank you for joining me today. There we are. I couldn't tell if I was live yet, but I think I am now. So once again, welcome to Empowered Wellness with Sheetal. I thank you for joining me in this shared practice as always. And for today's meditation, I thought that we'd do a combination of movement, breathwork, and sounding. And these three, or the combination of these three things, is a really powerful way to release any pent-up energy. And that kind of pent-up energy can manifest in our body minds as physical tension, where or we feel tightness in the jaw, or we're holding our shoulders up, where we feel some heaviness in the heart space, or maybe like a knot in the gut. That energy can show up as worries, as rumination, various types of emotions, anxiety. And all of this definitely is something I think we've had probably some experience with in the past, but right now as we're going through the state of affairs as it is, and we're all experiencing a heightened level of urgency and uncertainty, we could very well be experiencing more often this pent-up energy, and we often take on the energy of the external world and then we hold it within us. And we know that what will help us is to meditate. We know that that will help us calm the nervous system. It'll help us bring a lot of our systems into balance. However, that in itself can be a challenge sometimes when you're holding on to so much energy and it's manifesting in the way that I mentioned. It can be really difficult to sit still. It can be really difficult to try to quiet the mind when those thoughts just won't stop. And so this combination of movement and breathing and then sounding, coordinating all of those three things is a fantastic way and a very effective way to release a lot of that suppressed energy. As energetic beings, we need to flow things through us. It's perfectly good and we need to feel it all. So we don't want to resist what we're feeling. We need to feel it all, but we also need to flow it all. So we need to move the energy through us. And what we're going to do today is going to help us do that so that we can then sit in stillness and that we can go into a more traditional meditative practice to quiet the mind and to get really centered and grounded and focused. So I'll guide us through various movements, and I'll coordinate the breathing along with the movement, and I'll offer you some suggestions for sounding. And when it comes to sounding, think about how when we take that sigh of relief, like it just feels so good. And sounding can be really powerful in that way. So whatever level of sounding you want to do, whether it's just that simple sighing, whether it's more of maybe blowing out the exhale, or whether you're actually sounding using a sound like a ha sound, which can be very powerful. So it could be like ha, or maybe even louder, like, and forceful, like ha. And you gauge the sounding you want to do based on what it is you want to release, what it is that you need to release. So whatever I offer you, it's all options. You do what feels right for you. You can do whatever sound you want if the ha sound doesn't feel right to you. And the last thing I'll suggest is that, especially if you're a visual person, let's visualize that on the inhale, we're bringing in life force energy, healing energy, supportive energy. And then on the exhale, we're releasing whatever doesn't serve us. We're getting rid of that worrisome thought. We're getting rid of that tension. We're getting rid of whatever we're holding on to. And if it's something specific that you know that you're holding on to, even label it and even imagine that you're getting rid of that specific thing on the exhale. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So as usual, we're always going to find that grounded seat. So whether you're sitting on the floor or whether you're sitting in the chair, go ahead and ground your lower body. So if you're on a chair, make sure those feet are flat. Feel the weight of your feet settling into the floor. Feel your seat settling into the chair. And if you're sitting on the floor, focus more on your sit bones and letting your sit bones settle down into the ground. Feel your lower body getting heavy and steady. And then gently lift that upper body, relax the shoulders. It's your choice whether you have your eyes closed or not as we do the movements. That's totally up to you. You might go back and forth watching me and then closing them at some point. So once we feel grounded through that lower body, we're lifted through the upper body, we're going to start off with a gentle neck and head movement. So on the inhale, let's bring the head up. Nice big in-breath. And on the exhale, ease it out. Bring that chin down as you ease it out. And you're going to continue this flow. Find a rhythm. Inhaling up. Nice, smooth, deep inhale up as you take the chin skyward. Sounding and exhaling out as you take that chin down toward the chest. So find a rhythm, a nice, smooth, steady rhythm that works for you. Find the level of sounding that works for you on the exhale, keeping the shoulders as relaxed as you can. And then as you do a few of these, you might even begin to speed it up if that feels right for you. So you might inhale a little more strongly and exhale a little more strongly. So we'll do two more. And the next time you exhale, hold that chin down. Hold it down and feel the stretch in the back of the neck. Let the shoulders relax back. Maybe even pull the shoulders back slightly to feel an extra stretch in the front body. And then with the next inhale, let's bring it back to center. And so we'll do another movement with the head. We're going to inhale at center. Nice big full breath, inhaling at center. And then exhale to either side. So inhale center. So you decide the level of sounding as you exhale to either side, turning the head left to right on each exhale. You might blow out the exhale if that feels better to you. You decide. We're going to do two more of these. And then coming back to center, pause and just notice what you feel. Take a moment, maybe take one big breath in, one big breath out. Then we're going to work down into our shoulders. So let's coordinate some rotations. Inhaling, bring the shoulders forward and up. Exhaling, back and down. Or you could do it the other way. You could inhale the shoulders back and down, exhale forward and up. That really isn't as relevant. Find a way to coordinate your breathing with your movement, moving those shoulders. And then again, on the exhale, perhaps you're sounding out. Finding the level of sounding, visualizing that you're releasing from the shoulders whatever you've been holding on to. The next time you come down, we're going to stop and we're going to go the opposite direction. So inhale, perhaps back and up, exhale forward and down, or the other way. Letting go of whatever you're holding in your shoulders. Do one more in this direction. And then let's do one or two more in the other direction again, back and down. And then make this your last one. Come back to center. Pause for a moment. Let the shoulders sink. And we'll do one more movement with the shoulders. This one's a little more forceful, a little more active. We're going to take a deep breath in and bring those shoulders up high. And then exhale, let them go. We're going to do a few more. And then close those eyes if you want. Feel from your shoulders the release. Relax everything from your head down to the shoulders. Letting it go. Take a few nice big full breaths here. Awesome. We're going to move into the spine and the trunk of the body. So with this one, we're going to inhale. Take those arms up towards the sky, reaching them up. Exhale, twist your body to one side. Doesn't matter which one. Inhale up. Exhale, the arms come down as you twist. And just find a flow. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, twisting down. So again, find the sound that works with this. Inhaling up. Exhaling to the side. Find the pace that works for you. Breathing out, twisting out, wringing out whatever's stuck in the torso, in the chest, along the spine. Imagine yourself, you're wringing it out, and on the exhale, it's leaving your body. Don't worry about if this feels a little hokey to you or feels a little silly to you. Just do it. Believe me, it works. It's because it's unfamiliar. Perhaps you haven't done this before, and that's why it may feel strange. But I guarantee you will feel better. 2 more. This time when you inhale, bring it up. Stretch those arms up, lengthen. Relax the shoulders as you lengthen the arms, though. Stay grounded through that lower body. Take 1 big breath here. And then on the exhale, bring your hands, your fingertips, right above your ears to the side of the head. And this is going to be a little bigger movement, or a little more active, forceful movement with a little more forceful breathing. So if this doesn't work for you, you can do it slowly, or you can go back to the previous twisting that we were doing. So a nice breath in the center, and then find the pace that works for you. Find the sounding that works for you. We're going to do a few more. Make this your last one. Come back to center. Ease those arms down. Take a big breath in and out at center. Maybe you close your eyes. Feel your body. Feel the release through the arms, the shoulders, the back. Keeping the face soft. Now we're going to do 1 more spinal movement. And then we're going to do a little bit of stillness and actual meditative practice. So bring your hands either at the knees, maybe you hold the shins or the ankles. We're going to do a little spinal flexion extension. So as you inhale, you start with the lower body, the lower spine, and you bring it forward. You bring the chest forward, you bring the head up. It's kind of like a seated cat-cow if you're familiar with that. On the exhale, you bring it back down and you roll it in, bring the heart, bring everything into the heart. And then again, find the sound that works for you. Big breath in, bring that life force energy in, filling the chest, filling the heart space. And then let it all out on that exhale. Breathing out whatever's stuck, especially if it feels stuck in the heart, especially if it feels stuck in the gut. Let it all go. What are you holding on to? Let it go. Feel it and flow it. Feel it and flow it. We'll do 1 more like this. And then if you are comfortable with speeding it up, go ahead and do it a little bit more actively, a little bit more forcefully. If you're not comfortable with this, stay with the slower pace. Do what feels right for you. 2 more. Big breath in. Come back to center, back to neutral. Pause. Breathe. Feel. Allow your breath to be what it will be. Let it flow smoothly without trying to control it. Notice the energy within. Notice how you feel. You might feel a little warm. We've worked up some heat. Hopefully you feel a little lighter, a little looser. And so, let's close the eyes if they're not already closed. Feel yourself grounded again through your base, your seat, your feet. Maybe gently lift the spine if you need to, creating more space along the spine, in the chest, in the gut. Give yourself a smile to soften the muscles of the face. Just notice the sensations in your body. And just begin to scan the body, noticing the forehead, the scalp, the cheeks, the jaw. Are you holding anything still in any of those areas? If you feel like you are, take a nice big breath in. Direct the breath right into those areas where you feel anything being held still. Breathing in life force energy, breathing in healing energy. And on the exhale, imagine those areas where you feel the holding, softening, easing, releasing. Visualize that happening within. Continue to scan the body, scanning for any areas of resistance through the throat, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the heart space, the chest, the upper back. Scan into the abdomen, the gut, the lower back, even maybe the seat, the glutes, the thighs. Check in. Where may you still feel resistance? Physical holding or perhaps some other form of tension. Where does it not feel like the energy is flowing freely through you? Wherever that might be for you, bring your awareness there. Direct your breath there. Each inhale, bringing in life force. Each exhale, releasing, softening, easing, letting go, visualizing that letting go, visualizing that release with each big breath in and each big breath out. With each inhale, feel yourself filling up with life force energy. So as you release whatever isn't serving you, fill that space within with that beautiful healing life force energy. Fill yourself up with each breath in as you let go and create space within. Imagine yourself filling up with that beautiful white light, source energy, life force energy, prana, chi, however you want to think of it. Your entire being, you're the vessel of your being filled with that powerful, soothing, healing life force energy. All the way up into the crown of your head. Settling into a nice rhythmic breathing. Feel yourself completely full. Feel the fullness of your being, that beautiful life force energy, the fullness of that within you, the fullness of source within you. Not allowing for you to hold on to anything that doesn't serve you. Knowing that whatever you feel, you must feel. We are humans. We must allow our feelings, whatever they are, but we must flow them and move them through us as well. We're not meant to be containers to hold on to things. The only thing we're meant to hold on to is that beautiful life force source that is within. filling ourselves and feeling the fullness of that. We're going to take 3 nice, big, full surrender breaths, and on the exhale, send the fullness, the wholeness of who you are, of that source energy out into the world to support all of those around us. Nice big breath in and out. One more. Bringing hands to the heart space and bowing your head down to your heart space. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, peace, and joy. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Bringing your head up, Namaste. I hope you found this practice of movement, breath work, and sounding helpful, along with the meditation at the end. Know that you can do the movements and the sounding and the breath work even on their own. You can do it standing, you can do it sitting. It can be really helpful during this time or any stressful time. So I hope that you will continue to flow your feelings through you, flow the energy through you. Don't hold on to anything. Feel it and flow it. Allow, flow, and let go. That's my motto. So with that, I leave you. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Until next time, Namaste.